Welcome to Wildlife Management in 21st Century California. My name is Michael Mamula, and I hope you enjoy this presentation. To begin with, what is wildlife management in the state of California? Well, according to the state of California, the objective of wildlife management is to encourage the conservation and maintenance of wildlife resources. This mission falls to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, which will be referred to as the CDFW in this presentation, whose authority lies in Section 1801 of the California Department of Fish and Wildlife Code. What are the management objectives outlined in CDFW Code 1801? First, to provide beneficial use of wildlife to citizens of the state of California. Two, to perpetuate all species of wildlife for their intrinsic and ecological values. Third, to provide an aesthetic and educational use of wildlife species. Four, to provide hunting opportunities for designated species of wildlife. 5. To alleviate economic losses or loss of life caused by wildlife. And finally, to maintain sufficient populations of all species of wildlife and their habitat. So, why is wildlife management important to me? Well, for a little over 10 years, I have dedicated my professional life to the promotion and preservation of California's unique fish and wildlife resources within the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. I am committed to the idea that through the involvement of the public in wildlife issues, we can create a public mentality of preservation for the sake of ecological health beyond the sole purpose of human consumption. So what assignments in resource management have I been a part of? Well, from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the Pesticide Regulation Program, whose work occurred in the California Delta estuaries. From 2006 to 2007, I was part of the Marine Fisheries Program in San Francisco Bay. From 2007 to 2011, I was part of the Anadromous Fisheries Program in the California Delta estuaries, working on issues related to salmon and steelhead migrations. From 2011 to 2015, I was part of the High Elevation Fisheries Program, working on a warm water fish removal program on Lake Tahoe. From 2015 to the present, I have been a part of the North Central California Hatcheries Program, working to increase recreational fishing opportunities for native trout. Within the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, we have many survey methods used to monitor wildlife populations. A few of those methods are as follows: radio telemetry and aerial surveys, mark recapture studies, small mammal trapping such as mist netting for bats, tomahawk and Sherman traps for small mammals, audio recording for migratory bird species, camera trapping and hair snares, collection of hunting tags, visual detection surveys, and many more. So what are my future hopes and plans within wildlife management? Well, there's the promotion to program manager for an ecological restoration effort within an agency dedicated to fish and wildlife management. Also, I hope that those concepts learned in this class will allow me to grow as a professional biologist within the state of California, and if possible, expand my work experience to new areas of environmental and ecological preservation around the world. Thank you again for taking the time to listen to this presentation, and if you would like any more information about the Department of Fish and Wildlife's game management in the state of California, I encourage you to go to the Department of Fish and Wildlife's website and click on the link to the game management program or the non-game management program to find out what kind of restoration and monitoring efforts are currently underway.